Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to this bonus video. And this is a video that shouldn't have been a bonus video because it should have been in last night's video, but I've accidentally cut out the demonstration of how to play the verse when I was doing that analysis last night on Rick Derringer and Edgar Winter performing Rock Roll Hoochie Koo. So I'm going to put all of the guitar parts into this video just in case you guys want to play along and just have it as a reference for how to play the song. Okay, so in the intro we've got this stretch from the F and we're really clean, but we've got a bit of overdrive on there. So it's clean in terms of not a great deal of reverb or delay. It just sounds like that tone just instantly cuts out as soon as Rick stops playing the rhythm. So we've got this F, a bit of a stretch here. You're going to use that little finger in order to get up to our 5th fret from the 3rd, which is where your 3rd finger is. Slide up just 2 frets to the G, and we go over to the A, and we've got this little riff here. And it sounds like might be a little pull off there. So we're placing on that little finger. It might be the fact that Rick, when he plays this, has a little jump up with his 3rd finger and then goes back down again. But you can play it however is most comfortable for you. But when we go into the second time, the first time, we've got this jump from the F into our power chord C. If you want to, you can throw in that octave with a little finger on that G just to thicken it up a little bit more. Hopping over to the G5, again power chord, over to the A, and then we stop and just lighten up that left hand because we then go down to an E and we get this little octave slide up. Yeah! Oh, little pinch there on the G. And then the octaves. Okay, so that was just 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 5. So sticking that together, we've got this. And then into the octaves there. I think we might also have a little bit of a shift up to the octave higher. So now slipping up from 11 to 12 with that 1st finger. And there's another line in there, and it's going to be that 2nd rhythm guitar that's playing like that. So that's going to be your exactly the same thing there, octaves, but just picking out a different note in order to harmonize with that first line. There's also a little riff in there, so we get this, that kind of thing. Let's have a listen.
Could stop moving when it first took hold. Was a one straight night at the old town hall.
Okay, and we have a slight variation the second time through, and it looks like, or it looked like from that furthest shot that we had away, that Rick's actually playing this not where I played it there, down there, but kind of like that. So it means that when we get this, we're not going down to that A the final time, we're going, and Rick's playing that open A string because then it leaves him a little bit of time to get up to that 7th fret. So we're going, and then jumping back up, and he might place a little bit of vibrato on there as well, like that, a little pinch maybe, just to explain that upstroke that we have in there. Effectively our pattern on the right hand is going down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, like that. And if we're just taking one of those cycles, down, 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 up, down, down, up, like that, and then you start down, 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 up, up, in, and just keep on repeating that. But you want to be throwing in kind of like that, so you can see how I was lightening up on my chord to just get them to pop out when you want them. Let's jump back into it.
They were laying her down. But you know I'm never gonna lose that funky sound. Rock and roll, hoochie koo.
And then we've got this same F, G, and A. Sounds like the same kind of riff that we had in the intro.
Well, go out and spread the news.
And then we had this kind of like that. And it sounds like we've got a little bit of a pull off from that little finger maybe, or the third finger, depending on how big your hands are. But it's really subtle in terms of it's not allowed to ring out too much. It's really controlled with a little bit of palm muting, but also lightening up with that left hand.
Rock and roll, hoochie koo. Lord and mama, light my fuse. Mosquitoes start buzzing about this time of year.
And then we're just going back into what we had before with the intro and then the pinch down to the E, into those octaves. We are going to be jumping into the solo briefly to see what Rick gets up to, but let's have a listen to it.
Somebody say keep on rocking.
So straight off the bat, we've got this, or it might be, you might be placing in that third finger, and it's that kind of thing. Kind of fast phrases, but thrown together technically really cleanly. Yeah, and we go. And a hint of that, little bit of harmonic action going in, well, going on, but maybe not as much as I just put in there with that. And that kind of thing. Little runs by the way. You want to be in your A minor pentatonic shape 1 here. Just a lot of technique here. This is the point that this is top level playing from Rick, just holding down this solo, and it's just great playing, and I love these kind of lines. And we've got this. Just exaggerating the melody, which is great as well. It's not all about playing a million notes a second. It's about just dotting melody in there, playing a little bit more slowly, then throwing in a line or two that's a bit faster, but then maybe just repeating melodies, and that's exactly what we get here. Going from the call of just repeating a line to then the response of that repeated line. Okay, so there we did actually get into a, which was a pull off from 5 to 3, that's third finger, first finger, to that open G. And I mean, going to, it's one of those choices that throwing in a little bit of speed is great. He's just mixed it up a little bit, and we're not really worrying too much about the notes going on here. This is really something that Rick, you can tell he's just into this solo, and sometimes guitarists will just throw in something that they feel like throwing in there. He then exits out of that into another line. Let's have a listen. So now we're, oh, that. So he's actually sliding up again, pentatonic shape 1 here, but just sliding up and placing in that little finger, and then coming back down again. It might have been a little bend there. Back down to the first finger. And think that was the line. Just take it back. Yeah, it's that. And we get a little repeat of a phrase there. So we get that. We've also got the grouping of the notes. In terms of the timing, we're not going and just playing it straight. We've got kind of like that. Really interesting phrasing. Yeah. Yeah, so it's just grouping up. Then a little line like that, I think. Yeah. And that same little phrase there. You know. You can even have a whole semitone rundown back into your shape 1. I think that's where we're probably going here. Yeah, it was exactly that. It's a little slide back down into that shape. Okay. Okay, now we've got this little jump. Again, this is a little bit more progressive. There's a little run up as well that happens when we go for this A down to the F sharp. And just to let you know that the F sharp is the same as a G flat. It just depends on the key of the song that you're talking about. That determines whether you call it an F sharp or a G flat. And because we're in A, we're going to be calling it an F sharp, really, if we're being technically correct. But when we get this, there's a little run or slide that we have from Rick as well, before we then get back into that A minor pentatonic shape. Yeah, that. Again, back down. And then we're back into the rhythm.
Don't know what I'm talking about.
Again, great indication there of the level of ability we're talking about here. We've gone straight from that lead guitar solo back down into that rhythm, the really funky rhythm that we've got going on. And that, if we're playing it like Rick, and open A down there, or... So, thank you guys for watching this extra little video that's just come about because I did such a bad job with the editing last night, but I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Rock!